That's great. Welcome everyone to this important announcement in reference to the Mosaic Templars Cultural Center. This center opened in 2008 because citizens of Arkansas and the community saw this as an important opportunity to preserve history and to celebrate the history of the African American community in our state, particularly the entrepreneurs and business community that meant so much to our state. And a group of dedicated people made sure that that happened, and even a fire that destroyed the original building did not stop Mosaic Templars supporters from making sure that a replica of the original building was built to realize the dream of telling this important story. And I'm very proud of the fact that in my administration, the second building was acquired and is being utilized for state offices that adjoins the original Mosaic Templar structure. Now under the leadership of now Secretary Stacy Hurst, the people who care about this center and telling the story are coming together with some exciting news today. Stacy, I appreciate your leadership and the excitement that this announcement is going to bring.
Thank you so much, Governor. And let me just thank you, Governor, for your strong support of our work at the Department of Arkansas Heritage. You have always been a fan of our work, and we are deeply, deeply grateful. You have shown a strong interest in the work at Mosaic Templars Cultural Center, and you have encouraged us many times to do more and do better. So thank you very much. I do want to recognize Colonel Nate Todd, who is here. He's a member of our advisory board, former chair. Thank you, sir, for your continued support. And I just want to note that this is a historic day because our staff at Mosaic Templars has big dreams. They are led by a woman who has great vision, Christina Shutt, who you'll hear from in just a minute. And so when they talked about redoing their permanent exhibit after 10 years in place, I encouraged Christina and her staff to seek private funds to help underwrite this endeavor. And they have done so in a very big way, and I'm very proud of them because this represents sort of a new thinking at Mosaic Templars. They have a great story to tell, a statewide story to tell, and so they are bringing in new audiences and new supporters. I am so proud to ask Christina Shutt to come to the podium and share a little bit of that story with you all. Christina?
Well, thank you, Governor Hutchinson and Secretary Hurst. Last year, the museum shared its mission to preserve, interpret, and celebrate African American history and culture in Arkansas with over 30,000 visitors. And just as our visitors have changed and expanded since we first opened in 2008, so has our history. Together with our community, we have developed an interpretive and design plan to reimagine the museum's educational exhibit space as a modern and engaging space for visitors of all ages. This expanded vision will allow us to tell a more complete story of Arkansas through the lens of African Americans. This vision is rooted in the belief that African American history is woven into the past, present, and future of Arkansas. Or, as we like to say, Black history is Arkansas history. To that end, I am honored to announce that Union Pacific has agreed to lead our campaign with a generous gift of $300,000. This is the largest corporate gift in the history of Mosaic Templars Cultural Center. To present the check, I would like to introduce Lance Fritz, President and CEO of Union Pacific. Mr. Fritz started his career with Union Pacific in 2000 and has served as President and CEO since 2015. He and his wife Julie have 2 children and are committed to helping women and children at risk in the Omaha community. He serves on the board of directors for Nebraska Medicine and Omaha's Henry Dorley Zoo and Aquarium. Mr. Fritz's heart for service is reflective of Union Pacific's commitment as a company and through its employees to care for communities in their area of influence. Mr. Fritz?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a real honor and a pleasure to be here today and to be able to provide this gift to the MTCC. Union Pacific believes very strongly in investing in the communities in which we operate and that we serve. We believe in vibrant spaces, and none more vibrant than the MTCC and the celebration of the diversity of Arkansas's history and the inclusiveness that Arkansas is a guiding light to the rest of the United States. So we're very pleased to be a part of this. We're pleased to be a foundational gift. We're pleased that the MTCC is investing in telling the story, and we couldn't be more proud of being affiliated with your institution. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you. On behalf of the museum, again, thank you to Mr. Fritz and to Union Pacific for generously leading the way towards a new Mosaic Templars Cultural Center. I would also like to take this opportunity to announce that Mosaic Templars Cultural Center has been awarded a matching grant of $248,000 from the Institute of Museum and Library Services. This grant is the largest to be awarded to Arkansas from IMLS in the 44-year history of the Department of Arkansas Heritage. These federal funds are designed to strengthen African American history and culture and will be matched with state dollars through the Arkansas Natural and Cultural Resources Council. They will be used to create an exhibition space for families to dialogue about diversity, with the goal of the space to provide families of all races a place to come together, play, and have meaningful conversations. Now, as you've heard repeatedly today, these types of transformations would not be possible without a community of supporters. And I'm thrilled that one of those supporters, Ronald Dedman, president of AT&T Arkansas, has agreed to chair our capital campaign and share our vision of the African American experience as woven into the past, present, and future of Arkansas. Mr. Dedman has been employed with AT&T Arkansas for 42 years and has been highly involved in the community, including serving on the board of Pulaski Technical College for 10 years, including twice as chairman. Mr. Dedman.
Good afternoon. It's certainly an honor and a privilege for me to be with you today. Governor, good to see you again. Secretary Hurst, good to see you again. And I need to give a special shout out to this gentleman standing behind me here, Lance and Union Pacific. Thank you for your very generous gift. Thank you. Let's give him another round of applause. I'll tell you that your gift energizes and inspires me and the Capital Campaign Committee to work hard. We certainly know that we've got a lot of work to do if we're going to make it to $3 million. This weekend, I was thinking about my Arkansas history. I was raised in Northeast Arkansas, about 100 miles from here. And during that time, I heard a lot about what was going on around 9th Street and over the Mosaic Templars and all the successful black businesses that were around town at that time. But I might as well have been 1,000 miles away, Governor, because back at that time we didn't get to come to Little Rock very often. But I can tell you that I was inspired, very inspired by what I heard back in the day about Mosaic Templars and what went on over around 9th Street. Now, in my adult life, I moved to Little Rock and had the pleasure of experiencing the Mosaic Templars and was very honored to do that. And then also, today, I've been asked to help the MTCC achieve their goal of $3 million, and that is certainly something that I don't take lightly, and that's something that I look forward to working to help accomplish. The renovation over at the MTCC will not only be a place to explore Arkansas heritage and culture, but to look forward to the future with a better understanding of the African American experience throughout the state. And for me, that's key when you say throughout the state. It's not just a central Arkansas location, but what goes on at MTCC is for the benefit of all the state of Arkansas. So what I'd like to do right now is introduce you all to, some are here, the Capital Campaign Committee that will help me and us undertake this effort that we are about to undertake. Brandon Morris, Senior Director of Public Affairs for Union Pacific Railroad in North Little Rock. Now these folks are from all over Arkansas, and we've got some serving on the committee from Washington, D.C., and that would be Warwick Sabin, Executive Director of the Society of Fellows at the Aspen Institute in Washington, D.C. He couldn't be with us today. Retired U.S. Army Colonel Nathaniel Todd, Secretary of the Arkansas Department of Veterans Affairs. Carolyn Henderson Allen, Dean of the University Libraries at the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville. I think she's not with us today. Yvette Allen, Multicultural Affairs at Arkansas State University in Jonesboro. And Angela Shaw, Senior Account Executive at Cumulus Media in Little Rock. So this is our team, and it's our plan that we're off to a good start thanks to Union Pacific, but we certainly realize that we've got some work to do to get to where we want to be by the end of the year, and that's $3 million. Thank you.
I haven't had an opportunity yet to say thank you. And Ronnie, I appreciate your leadership and the committee that's going to help develop this and raise the $3 million necessary. But I want to particularly express my thanks to Lance and to Union Pacific for your leadership, for your willingness to step out early with a large gift that sets us on the right course. So thank you very much, Lance, for your friendship and for your support. And with that, I think we need to take a picture with that check right over here.
Let's do that.
Let's, one in here, Ronnie? Yep. Everybody get in over here. Let's get in here.
There you go.
Get here.
Oh, no, I'm right here. I'm good.
Thank you. If y'all can slide over just a little bit, please, as quickly. Thank you. All right, here we go. Everybody right here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Perfect. Thanks.
And as a courtesy to the media, do y'all have any questions?
Is this the goals by the end of the year? Is that the calendar year, the fiscal year?
Ronnie or Stacy?
Calendar year. Calendar year. Mm-hmm.
Is there, other than the money coming, the matching funds coming from ANRC, is there any other public funds that we know of at this point?
No, and this is what's wonderful about this is private sector coming in, and Secretary Hurst saw the need for this, said you need to raise some private dollars, and so very grateful for the private sector stepping up and with the matching funds that we're well on our way.
Can you describe, maybe Ms. Shutt, a little more of the changes, what you're planning?
Yes, so you can actually see photos of some of the changes on our website, innovatemtcc.com. We've also brought handouts for people because we know that it's helpful to have a visual and see exactly what they look like. But in essence, we're going to be expanding the story. And so we'll be talking about great places like Hoxie, Arkansas, that actually integrated before Little Rock Central High. We'll be talking about the stories of success like Scipio Jones, but also really expanding to talk about rural life in Arkansas, talking more about community and how family brings us together, and how family is a very broad term in Arkansas. We sort of joke that there's not 6 degrees of separation here, there's more like 2 or 3. And so we're really going to be talking about that and interweaving the history of the state along with it.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Hey, Christina, great job. You're doing super job.